Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today.
Just kidding.
We've gathered together, family and friends, in the presence of God to witness Stacy cry a little bit and Patrick as they exchange their vows of marriage.
Hey there, my name's Clinton and I am your wedding officiant. Okay, maybe not quite yet, but just give me a few moments. Let me tell you about myself, a little bit about myself, and then we'll go from there.
Another wedding down, and let me just say, I love weddings.
If there is anyone in attendance who is caused to believe that this couple should not be joined in marriage today, keep it to yourself because we just don't care.
So by day, I'm an emergency manager for a fairly large hospital here in Colorado, and really what that entails is all of those what-if scenarios. What if someone tries to steal a baby? What if I have to evacuate all the patients in my hospital? What if the zombie apocalypse occurs? I have to find a stash of supplies and weapons and people to survive with. That's what I'm dealing with. Really, it's a fairly daunting job.
And while everybody generally does a good job at telling me about their relationship, there is a very small percentage of people who really stand out. A very small percentage of people I feel, with every fiber of my being, understand what it truly means to be getting married. And I can tell you these two set a new bar.
Now, I'm also an emergency medical technician, and the first time I ever did CPR was on a 2-year-old who drowned and didn't make it. So really, my point here is that day to day, I'm dealing with tragedy, dealing with the worst times in people's lives and preparing for it. Okay, so positive segue. How did I become an officiant? That's a great question. Now, one year I went to 4 different weddings, and they were all good. They had the pros and their cons, but the one thing that remained true was that the ceremony was just a checkbox to get to the dancing and the drinking. So I joked with friends about becoming an officiant and ultimately followed through, and here I am standing, sitting, videoing, whatever you want to say, before you today. Weddings are a place where, despite whatever is going on in the world, you have 2 people who are absolutely in love, who want to share this with all their friends and family before them. And that's where I come in. Now, I am a marriage minister. What does that exactly mean? I'm not a minister of a specific faith, but a minister ordained to perform marriages by the American Marriage Ministry. I believe that all individuals are worthy of being loved, and as such, have their story told to the world. And that's exactly what I do.
So the type of ceremonies that I enjoy doing best are meaningful, but lighthearted. I wanted to change the stereotype that ceremonies were boring and dull, because they don't have to be. It is such an important moment throughout your life. What I was finding was that people just wanted to check off a box so that they could get to the reception. So why not do something that was awesome?
Joe picked up Alexis and they headed down to Civic Center Park in Denver, where they went on a run to benefit a gorilla conservation in full gorilla suits. Now, Joe probably made it look amazing, something like watching a lifeguard run in slow motion. But I'd like us all to take a moment and picture Alexis running in a full gorilla suit. This, folks, is what memories are made of in a relationship. Who really remembers dinner and drinks? But throw on a gorilla suit, and now you're creating something memorable.
And so that's what I set out to do. I wanted to do weddings with a purpose and build them with you. And so when you get me, you get weddings with a story. I want people to know your story, and I want people to believe that we've known each other for years. I want people to think that we were best friends when I'm telling this story.
As it goes, Stacy, being the firecracker that she is, was not lacking any interest from the male population. However, even with all of that attention, something in her soul just did not feel quite right. So one day, she's scrolling through the dating profiles and comes across a man and his dog. It took her a second, though, as both of the images were very handsome and both had very hairy faces.
Now, my wedding schedule actually fills up pretty quickly, so just as much as you're looking for the right officiant, I am looking for the right couple.
If you're just looking to check off a box, then I'm not the officiant for you. I want to get to know my couples, and I want to get to make sure that the whole world knows and can revel in their story and can really join them in their once-in-a-lifetime moment.
If you want that boring wedding that is guaranteed to put people to sleep, then you might as well look elsewhere, because I'm not doing it.
Joe then gets on one knee and he too is crying, trying to get the words, "Will you marry me?" out of his mouth. So it's almost like a movie. He's crying, she's crying. We're not talking pretty crying either. We're just talking raw, guttural, ugly crying. But he finally gets the words out. She says yes. The entire world cheers, and here we stand.
So, where does this leave us? It's a great question. Well, my friend, I have no idea you're getting married. Well, maybe I do. Maybe you've reached out and inquired and now you're looking at this. But at the end of the day, let's chat and see if it was meant to be.
Stacy, on the other hand, didn't even notice his face at first, because all she could do was focus on that big ol' Aggie ring. Ugh, she thought, he's one of those guys. Aggie this, Aggie that, I hate the Longhorns. Yeah, we got it, dude.
Your story truly gives me hope in this world, and I want to share that with everybody else. So reach out, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks.
And ever since I first met you both on that last ski day in Vail, where we had the pleasure of all the people watching, I've been waiting and excited to say that it is both a privilege and an honor to now pronounce you husband and wife. Patrick, you may kiss your bride.